Welcome to another Maz Play video. This is MazMojito, and today we're going to be getting into another zombie survival game. We're going to be barricading ourselves in buildings, and this is going to be the pilot episode. We're playing Survive the Nights. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're jumping right in here. Now Survive the Nights is one of the games that I've had my eye on for quite a while. When I bought the 7 days game series, this was always appearing on my queue as a suggested game to pick up. So the concept is pretty much similar. You go around a abandoned town, pick up materials, build up some defenses for wherever you're staying, and then you have to survive Horde Night. Basically, it comes every 7 days. So we played this for a little bit. You start off kind of like in the middle of nowhere, and then you run into either the nearby town or a camping place or whatever. Sometimes you start in like a little suburban area in a house, and from there you pretty much just kind of loot everything you can in order to help you build some stuff. Now, when I first started this game quite a bit ago, I essentially ran my character from the starting point all the way over here, and this is kind of like an abandoned warehouse. So in here I'm pretty much gonna set up shop. Now some of the buildings, or as I should call them, points of interest, already have some stuff in there that you can loot and that you can use. Some of them have workbenches like this one, where you can actually do some crafting. My understanding from the brief time that I've been playing this game is as you play, you will get some experience points, and as you level up, you will be able to unlock new crafting recipes. So I have the basics unlocked right now. I don't have too much fancy things to build. However, the key thing is just going around and it is basically a loot game, and that is kind of like one of my favorite types of games. Just exploring, checking buildings out for any kind of salvageable loot, looking for weapons and especially guns and bullets, and trying to repair the weapons back to 100% or close to 100% just to survive. The zombies in this game, some of them are pretty much, I guess they have different types. There are some that are slow, and you can kind of take them down pretty quick. There's some that walk a little bit faster. They're very similar to the zombies that you will find in 7 Days to Die. So yeah, it's not too hard to pick up. It can be a little overwhelming though, because the cities are pretty big, or the town's pretty big, the map's pretty big. Not as big as 7 Days to Die, but you know, you do find yourself kind of running around looking for all kind of types of resources. Now, in this particular place, I put traps everywhere on the outside, some wooden stakes. They don't really do too much to slow down the zombies. You still have the zombies that just kind of walk right through them like they're not even there. But the key is to just kind of put enough down to slow down any kind of threats. When it comes down to, when it gets to the 7 day mark, you will get kind of an alert saying the zombies are out on a prowl, and then you have a decision to either keep moving or try to find some place to hunker down and barricade yourself in and try to survive the night. Thus the title of the game. So right now I'm just going through some of my crafting list here to see what materials I do have that I can craft. The backpack size is kind of limited, so I'm a loot goblin. I like to pick everything up, so I'm typically going to be walking around real slow just because I'm over encumbered. But I do like to run back here and like throw stuff in the lockers. Now that is one thing that I would recommend is when you're playing this game, try to find a point of interest where you can call a home, but try to see if you can find one that has a lot of open storage that's already built in, because I believe once you take over a place, I don't think your items disappear. At least they haven't disappeared from this warehouse. but I'm pretty sure you can find places like at the airport, maybe a fire station, or just any place, a police station, if you can clear it out, any place that has usually a lot of storage or a lot of size to it, would be a good spot to set up a base. But you still have to go around town and explore and loot and see what you can find in order to, one, get XP, and two, get all the necessary ingredients and resources you need to craft some of these things. And you will also find a lot of stuff just hidden in lockers or in buildings that you don't have to craft, or maybe even better than what you can actually craft. So I'm going to keep my comments to a minimum, but every time you see this journal opened, as you can see at the top, I'm only on day 2. I just started this game, and all I did in day 1 was run all the way to this warehouse. I believe you can get vehicles in this game, so you don't have to run so much, but I've not had any luck with that so far in my first 2 days on the game. So yeah, we're gonna keep it going, and let's see what we can see and discover in this game. All right, so we got our first gun here. Bunch of items in here. The good thing about this game is a lot of the stuff in here is fully destructible. So if you want to clear out a space, you can just pretty much go through and destroy all the objects in there and just scrap them. Here are the lockers that I'm talking about, the red lockers. I don't know about the broken one, if you can actually store stuff in there, but the closed door lockers, you can definitely use those for storage. This particular warehouse point of interest has about 4, maybe 5 lockers, so that's a good starting point. There are some POIs in this game that will have probably double that amount, so that's probably the place that you want to end up going to. My understanding is there is a multiplayer co-op in this game. I've tried it once, but not being very familiar with the game, I didn't really last too long. Most people like that pair up in this game usually are playing with people that are familiar with the mechanics and know how to survive if they're getting raided. If you're the newbie, some people may not have as much patience, and in a multiplayer session they may just kind of go off and do their own thing. So that is an option if you and friends want to play in this game, either co-op. It is only first person, so if that gives you problems, this is probably not going to be a good game for you. But yeah, if first person does not bother you and you're interested in doing multiplayer survival type stuff, then maybe this would be worth giving a shot. It is a classic, one of the OG zombie survival games, so it can look a little dated, but they're constantly doing a lot of updates to this game to improve the graphics and to kind of make it a little bit more up to date as far as compared to today's games. So So yeah, we're going to continue to go through the storage here. I like to organize my stuff and make sure everything's good to go. And then from there, we're going to press on. All right, so now that we got my organization part done, and sorry for people that are not really into organizing, but that is just one of the things that I do in a lot of the games that I play. We're gonna go around this warehouse and pick up some stuff that have randomly spawned in, like that gun that I just picked up. We got a baseball bat here. I also have a rouser. Looks like I got a 9mm light gun. The rouser rig on the right side, I guess that is what I'm holding currently. We even got some trees growing up through the concrete. Couple other small things here and there. Some filters. Now, everything that you pick up usually has a purpose. Whether it is claiming resources so that you can build new things, or sometimes they're just like ammo things, or sometimes simple things like oil filters and stuff could be made into suppressors for your gun so you can kind of silence some of the gunshots. But a lot of these things, you come up to it, you can salvage it for materials and resources, and that really kind of opens up the whole storage area so that you can put more crafting benches down and anything else that you want to put down. Now, the zombies will break in here. It is up to you to try to keep this place as secure as you can, but if they do break in here, I want to have a lot of space to kind of run around and kill the guys, at least the ones that do manage to get in here. So that's another reason why I go around and I break down pretty much all the material that's here on the floor. That just means that I'm going to have to constantly go up to the storage locker and put everything away. And I don't like to just randomly throw stuff in the storage locker. I like to actually organize certain things. Locker 1 has this, locker 2 has that, etc. So you may find me doing that quite a bit, going up, picking up loot, going up to the lockers, getting everything nice and organized. There is an electricity system in this game. As you can see, there's some things like you can open up like this garage door. There's some lamps you can turn on. There's a circuit breaker that you can activate, but you have to basically just find electricity to supply this building so that you can turn all those different things on. Now, I go around, I just kind of salvage everything until I don't have any more space in my inventory, at which point I have to run upstairs and just do some drop-offs in the locker. But yeah, I will. What I'm going to do is put some of this stuff away. I want to go out and explore the map a little bit. And at least before it gets too dark, because when it gets dark in this game, it is really dark. You can't see, so you have to have like a torch. And especially in this warehouse, when it gets dark, it is really dark. You can't really see anything. So we're going to try to take advantage of as much daylight as we can so that we can do some exploration. Still day 2. Day 7 is when we're going to get swarmed by a horde. So between now and then, we're just going to be having some random zombies out on the street as we're running around. So let me get all these things put away that I picked up in the warehouse, and then we're going to go out and start exploring. All right, so here we are outside the warehouse. As you can see, there's trees and there's scrap material everywhere. You can go around and salvage that stuff too to help you out with crafting some defenses. There's just a bunch of random stuff. Everything pretty much except for the decoration items. A lot of this stuff is kind of lootable. I don't get why the trees. Well, I guess I do get why the trees are growing, because I mean this is kind of, you know, end of days era, so the trees are just going to kind of grow through cracks in the concrete wherever they can grow, but you can chop those down and get some lumber out of it. The problem is your inventory is not that big, so chopping down one tree, I mean, you're gonna have to make multiple trips. Here we are on the map. It's called Black Island Alpha Early Access map. There's the nearest big town. We got a police station there, a hospital, gas station. Looks like we got some other buildings. There's an airport to the north of us with a fire station and everything. We got a nice river that runs along us, which is pretty important because we can go there, pick up some water in our canteen, then boil it to make it fresh. And this is currently where our hideout is. Black Island Used Cars, kind of a giant warehouse here. I put a little waypoint on the map, the gas station symbol. I'm going to make my way there to try to look and see if there's any valuable items worth getting from that abandoned gas station. And then after that, I'm probably going to turn around, try to do some more exploration of the map. But as you can see, it's very green over here. Lots of trees to chop down if that is something you want to do, barring the lack of inventory space. But a lot of good signs here, because it's kind of like, and the cars, a lot of the cars are salvageable, so you can get some materials from them. Let's see, what do we have here? We got some abandoned vehicles here. Got a lot of scrap on the trash. We can get into that garage and take a look in there, see what's there. There may or may not be some zombies in there, so you always kind of keep your eye out for them. You can actually hear them through the door if there's zombies in there. So yeah, we got a glowing here. You can actually put a lock on a door. That's more useful for a point of interest if you're trying to secure it. But there is a zombie in there. Not sure if he sees me. He looks like he or she is just kind of standing by the garage door. Let's go take a look. Oh, there we go. See, if you're familiar with 7 Days to Die, the zombies walk exactly the same, especially the bigger, taller ones. All right, so that one's down. Now, if there's other zombies around here, they will come investigate the gunshot noise. So that is something also that you gotta be aware of. That's why they really heavily recommend that you make some suppressors over here. See if we could take this second guy out here. He doesn't walk as fast as the other guy that we just took out. Some of the zombies walk faster than others, so that helps out. I think we're pretty much clear in here. Yeah, I don't see any other threats. There's a ramp to go up to the upper level, so we can investigate that. The only thing we'd have to worry about is probably any zombies that were kind of close. Oh, we got a little abandoned kitchen here, so... But that is something we'd have to worry about, is zombies that are nearby enough to hear the gunshots coming to investigate. As long as it's one or two, you can pretty much take care of them. But if it's a swarm, then that's going to be a problem. So let's go see what we can find here in the gas station. And again, my inventory is limited, so I'm probably going to have to make a run back to the main base to drop this stuff off. Okay, so we pretty much cleared this gas station. There's some things that I can probably come back and pick up once I have the space, but for now we're gonna go ahead and head out and explore a different waypoint. The house is where I started off at. There's really nothing to the side here. There's a little cabin up there. There's more stuff over to the upper right there in suburbia there, but there is a gun store right here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and head over there, since that's like right across the street from the house or the base. And then maybe I can get lucky and get some more ammo and get some better rifles or handguns or shotgun or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my way over there. I may have to stop by the base and drop off some stuff, but just kind of looking through all my different weapons here. A lot of the weapons here are flashing red. Like this handgun says it's currently flashing at, I don't know, roughly it was at 5% or 8%, I'm not sure. But that needs to be repaired. I can't repair it yet because I don't think I've unlocked the skill. And I probably have to get some more resources in order to work on that on the workbench. I'm gonna go ahead and get some food in me. Got quite a bit of stuff here in my inventory, just very random. Some cupcakes. But as you see, my food level is 900 out of 4,500. My water level is 69 out of 100, or at least my thirst level. So definitely want to get that food level up. If I have to eat all the food in my inventory, I will, but at least it's not going to be flashing red. Got quite a bit of miscellaneous resources here. So I was able to use that oil filter to craft a silencer, so at least that won't have a lot of zombies running my way once I pull the trigger on this handgun, which hopefully it won't break on me anytime soon. I'll hopefully be able to get a shot or two out. So to the left is my base, and to the right is the firearm store kind of shopping plaza here. So there should be some pretty decent loot in here. I'm gonna check around the perimeter, make sure it's safe. But before I go inside, I'm gonna go ahead and put a bookmark in the video. And the next one, I'm gonna come back, go inside, and do some more exploring there, make my way towards the suburbs and see what kind of loot I can find there. But there's quite a bit to explore in this game, so I hope you're enjoying the video. And as usual, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps out the channel. And we will see you in the next video.